Christmas is right around the corner and I am so freaking excited. I can never decide whether I like Christmas or Halloween better, but one of my favorite parts of Christmas is giving gifts. There's something just so heartwarming and satisfying about handing someone a present you picked out just for them and watching their face as they open it. So this is going to be a general sort of like gift guide for everyone with lots of just cool, fun stuff. It's not like gender specific or anything like that. Let's just get straight into it. I've got my handy dandy list right here and my cat over there off screen sleeping. He's so cute. You know, while I am drinking out of this, I might as well mention it since it is on my list. This would be a Yeti mug. Mine is a seafoam green and it has a little seahorse on the front as well as my name on the other side. These things are amazing and I have used it even more than I thought I would because these like hydro flasks retain heat and cold. So if you put hot tea like I have or coffee, hot chocolate, anything like that in it, it will retain the temperature that it is at. So you don't have to worry about it getting cold while you drink it. My parents are also obsessed with Yetis. I grabbed one of my mom's to show you because my parents really like the big sort of like to-go versions. This one is my mom's. It's pink. You can get these in a variety of colors and you can put like anything on it. It doesn't have to be your name. It's a super great gift option and it's not only practical, but it's fun, especially for people who love to collect mugs like I do. Speaking of tea, my number one recommendation for a tea lover in your life would be Harney and Sons. I have a few different teas right here with me to show you, although my dad and I have an extensive collection in our cabinets downstairs. My personal favorite would be the Paris black tea, but they have all types and varieties of really wonderful special blends. I cannot recommend them more. They are my favorite tea company of all time, and they have some really fabulous gifting sets that I have actually gotten on a few different occasions to gift to my friends and family. You know, since we're talking about sort of food items, I have to mention Shriver's Taffy. They don't just do taffy though, they do chocolates and gourmet fudge as well. So every year around Christmas time, my family gets a giant box of all the flavors we want from Shriver's. You can pick out the size of your box and the flavors you want for everything. You will never be able to go back to normal taffy after this. It will honestly kind of ruin you because they are melt in the mouth delicious. I mean, I'm getting chills just thinking about it, and I believe we shall be ordering our Christmas yearly box soon. So in the past I have gotten not only just boxes of Shriver's for gifts in general. They have a candy of the month club option, which I have also done before, where you can subscribe this person to receive a box of Shriver's goodies every single month. I think I did the 3-month one, where 1 month they got a box of taffy, the next month they got fudge, and the one after that they got chocolates, or whatever order it was. And that's a really great idea, I think, for someone who loves sweets, of course, but also for someone that maybe you don't know what to get them. I think food items are always a good option because who doesn't like candy and food? I mean, I have a really bad sweet tooth, so I certainly do. Alrighty, let's get away from the food, move into some fun things. Starting off with Squishables. Everyone loves stuffed animals, and you cannot tell me that they don't. Squishables are super, super fun. I mean, they're truly very soft, squishy stuffed animals with the cutest little faces. This is Reggie, or Reginald, my cactus. And I have another Squishable that is a s'more over there on my bed. So they're a really, really cute company, and I can't recommend them more. If you know a gamer, I would recommend a Nintendo Switch. I have the Nintendo Switch Lite in the teal version. I love this so much. The Nintendo Switch regular version is a bit pricier than the Lite because the Lite is only a handheld device, while the other version can connect and project onto your TV screen. So it really just depends on what you think they would like. I personally like the portable version, but it really depends on the person. Now, some video games I would recommend, of course, would be Pokemon. I have Sword and Shield, both came out last year. I really enjoy them. They're pretty easy, but just really fun and nostalgic for me. Animal Crossing, of course, has been my obsession this year, and who doesn't love, like, classic Mario Kart and Super Smash Brothers? So I think Nintendo's perfect. I mean, for all ages. People who are like 5 years old and people who are 70 years old love Nintendo games. A really fun option would be a Polaroid camera. This is the Instax Mini 8. Mine's pink, obviously, and I really enjoy this. I should use it more, but it's just a really fun gift to get, really, for anyone, no matter what their age is. This could be a little bit nostalgic for people who grew up in the 80s and 90s and had the original Polaroid cameras, and just really fun and sort of a novelty thing for kids and teenagers. They're just a super great way to capture memories and to have fun with. So really, really recommend these. You can get them on Amazon, at Urban Outfitters, really anywhere. And there are all different types of Polaroid cameras available nowadays. Just don't forget to get some film as well. Getting an actual DSLR or point and shoot camera would also be a great, if not very expensive, gift idea. Obviously, those are big gifts if you have the means. It's wonderful. I love my DSLR for filming videos, of course, but mostly to use for photography. And point and shoot cameras are typically a little less expensive, and there are like GoPros and all sorts of things nowadays. So if you have the money, that would be a wonderful gift anyone would cherish. The last few tech things are Bluetooth related. So I have some Bluetooth headphones that I really, really love. These are the Soundcore by Anker Liberty Neo Total Wireless Earphones. I have mine here. They come in a little pod, and they are super, super easy. They're a bit large when you put them in your ear, like they're noticeable. However, the reason I chose these was because they're comfortable. I find like Apple headphones and other headphones to often be really uncomfortable, but these ones are not, and they stay in. They're a traditional earbud type, and you know, they don't really come out very easily, but they also don't feel like they're stabbing your ear. So these aren't super, super expensive. They're a good gift option, and I really enjoy the sound quality as well. So Bluetooth headphones, it's a great option for basically everyone. Think about getting a year's subscription to Disney Plus. So it's not super expensive, it's not cheap, but you know, compared to other streaming services, it's a fairly reasonable price for an annual membership, and you have access to all of the Disney, Marvel, Star Wars library. I can't tell you how much I've watched recently. I have started watching season 2 of The Mandalorian, and so far I really, really love it. Of course I do. I'm a total nerd, but that would be really fun for kids, parents, and nerds like me. Okay, let's talk about socks. So if you watch my videos, you might know that I collect socks and have a particular thing for them. But really, socks can be exciting, I promise you. Just from printed socks to more exciting things like my, can I show this? Reading socks. I will take one off to show you, but I am wearing them right now. These are Barnes & Noble's reading socks. They come in a variety of patterns and prints and styles. Mine is like this super chunky gray, white, and black knit, and they go up quite high, like covering almost the entirety of your shins. If you're like my height, I'm like 5'6"-ish, and the reason these are amazing is because they are lined with the fluffiest, softest material. And if you are living somewhere where, you know, it gets really cold in the winter, or maybe you just don't like having cold feet, I really recommend these. They're super comfy, and there's nothing more cozy than throwing these on in the winter, sitting down with a cup of hot chocolate and watching like the Polar Express or something, you know? Another option, good for literally everyone, would be Darn Tough socks. I have multiple pairs as well as everyone in my family, and I can't recommend them enough. I got these as a present last year. Well, I got my first pair as a present, and I was shocked. I thought, no way can like any one sock really be that much better than another. I mean, socks are just socks, right? They're not. I was so wrong. These are one of my favorite pairs. They have little bears on them, and these are the taller height, but they do have your typical like ankle kind of socks as well, and they're amazing. They are literally cushioned on the bottom. I don't think I could show you this, but these things are the most comfortable socks I've ever worn, and it feels like you are walking on a cloud. Amazing. I think they're made of merino wool, so they're really easy to clean, but they're super soft, comfortable, breathable, and if you are a hiker, they're perfect for that because of the comfort factor, of course, but also because you don't need to wash them, which is perfect for anyone who enjoys camping or the great outdoors. I love these. Everyone in my family has totally switched over to these socks, basically. They're not super cheap. You can occasionally find them on sales, but I'm telling you, they're worth it. I know these are just socks, but they're not just socks. So I'm not much of a shoe gal, but I do really like Converse, and I think Converse are just a fun gift. In general, you can get someone's favorite color or pattern, and that is a really great gift in itself. But what I would recommend if you want to go the extra mile would be customized painted Converse. These are my precious, incredibly dirty Doctor Who TARDIS painted Converse high tops. These are from an Etsy shop. I actually don't know which one specifically because these were a gift for my 1-year anniversary with my boyfriend, which was 3 years ago, Jesus. And I wore these to absolute death. I literally only stopped wearing them because I didn't want to destroy them even further, because I want to keep these for the rest of my life. They are so special to me, and these ones, of course, are Doctor Who ones, but you can get like literally any type of customized Converse on Etsy. They have like Star Wars, Marvel, you know, you can get like your cat painted on them. It's crazy. Totally recommend looking at these for a special someone. They are a bit expensive depending on who you get them from, because of course you have to get the shoe, and then they are literally painted on. It's a work of art, but it's really special and so worth it. Speaking of customized things from Etsy, I think getting a pet portrait is like amazing. So this is what I did for my mom last year for Christmas. I got her a customized pet portrait of 2 of our cats, Comet and Sandy, and then I went and framed it. The artist I got this one from did just digital drawings and then emailed them to you, so you could also download them and put them as your computer or like iPhone background, which is super fun. And I of course printed out and framed one for my mom. This is so sweet and so personal. I think that the Etsy shop I ordered from did a wonderful job. I will like put the name up here and link it down below, but there are so many different artists that do this kind of thing on Etsy. It can be hard to pick out a book that someone would like or want, especially if they already have a large collection. But I think these are the perfect answer, and that would be the Barnes & Noble Special Edition books. I have more than just 2 of these, but these are the ones I decided to show. This is an Agatha Christie bind up, and this one of course is Wrinkle in Time. These are gilded edged hardback, like leather bound, beautiful special editions of books with gorgeous illustrations in some of them, and they all have the ribbon bookmarks. I think these are fantastic. They have a lot of classics, beautiful artwork, and if you know someone who likes books, this is a great collector's edition, and they're not like super overpriced. They usually range from $20 to $30 depending on the book you're getting. So really check these out because they're awesome. Oh, these are heavy. Some more geeky gifts would be some making of books. So a lot of films, like Disney films, do making of books, sharing the process and illustrations and designs for the movies they created. I have one for Frozen here, which is insane. Let me find a beautiful page. I mean, they're all beautiful, but they show so much detail. This, for example, is Anna's concept art. And I also have one for The Empire Strikes Back, my favorite Star Wars movie. These are amazing. They're not super cheap, but they have a wealth of information that like literally any nerd would enjoy. I mean, it's like set photos, descriptions of the movies, and they have, again, some beautiful concept art. Let's get into some stationery ideas. So I love stationery. I might have a bit of a stationery collecting problem, but pretty much everyone, especially students, need a yearly planner. And that's a perfect idea in itself, just a planner for the coming year. I particularly recommend this one though. This is the Bibliophile 2020 planner, and I actually have the 2019 version as well. For any book lover out there, this is adorable and very practical. So the reason I love this particular planner is because it's filled with these gorgeous illustrations, and every month you have a books to read and books read section to record down. Isn't that gorgeous? Which is just great for any book lover. And it's a weekly planner, so you can write down, you know, day to day what you need to do. It also has the monthly sections, and it has a notes section in the front as well. This is basically my perfect planner, which is why I'm going to repurchase it for the coming year, and that will be my 3rd one. Next, I really recommend calligraphy pens for anyone who likes stationery or art. I have the Pilot Parallel pens, which are super unique because they are really just not like any other calligraphy pen before. They are literally parallel. They are these like flat sections that you write with, and it makes it super fun. You refill them with ink cartridges, and I mean, I just have like nothing bad to say about them. They're so fun, and I think really any stationery lover would really appreciate these. The next thing I want to mention, I don't have here to show you because it is something I gifted to someone else, and that would be the WWF animal adoption. So this is not a literal adoption, it's a virtual adoption, I believe they call it, where you pay, I think it's $50 to $100, and you get a stuffed animal of the animal that you adopted. So when I did it for my boyfriend, I chose a sea turtle, but you can do like anything from sloths to elephants to bees to sharks and fish. I mean, basically any sort of wild animal out there you can choose. And all that money that you paid for the stuffed animal and adoption certificate and all of that goes towards the charity to fund the conservation of that animal and their habitat, which is amazing because it's a meaningful gift. Of course, you get a cute little stuffed animal and everything with it, which is fantastic, but you're also helping save that animal and their environment. So the WWF has some really cool merch that you can also buy to help fund them, but I think this adoption is the best gift you can get. All right, everyone, that is finally it. That is everything I am recommending this year to get for your friends and family for Christmas. I hope you got some cool ideas. Generally, if you don't know where to start, I would say look at Uncommon Goods and Etsy. Those are two sites that I really like to look at to get gifts for people. All right. I hope everyone enjoys their Christmas holiday season. I'm so excited. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.